telecast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Shanley will not be stopped in their quest for yet another state title. But the Deacons aren't just winning, they are demolishing their opponents. With a bruising, back-breaking style of play, the Deacons are bringing back smash-mouth football in a big way. Standing in their path are the red-hot Central Cast Squirrels, fresh off one of the biggest upsets of the year and their first playoff victory in 35 years. The Squirrels are done playing underdog. We're in for some hard-hitting, mudslinging, good old-fashioned football, and it's all going down right now. From Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jed Thomas alongside Wyatt Lyer as we get set for North Dakota High School football playoff action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Central Cast Squirrels in this semifinal football matchup. Well, we've got a good one in store for you here. These two teams met up just 3 weeks ago as Shanley won by a score of just 20-6. Close one there. We'd like to remind you that today's playoff game is brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance, Agents with Answers, and the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletes to a higher level. As we said, great game coming up. We got the national anthem getting underway in just a minute. We will come back to you with some pregame analysis. But right now, we got the national anthem.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Cichy Stadium on the campus of Shanley High School for today's semi-final playoff matchup featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Central Cast Squirrels, and your home team, Shanley Deacons. Shanley High School, we'd like to remind everyone that we are a tobacco-free facility, so we ask that you refrain from smoking on the school grounds during your visit. Also, due to the field turf, sunflower seeds are prohibited in the stadium, which includes both the bleachers and the field. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter. Also, our concession stand and restrooms here at Cichy Stadium are located at the north end of the bleachers. At this time, I'd like you to please rise and remove all headwear. At this moment, I'd like to remind everyone that last weekend, Shanley lost a dear friend in softball umpire Kenton Cardo. In honor of Kenton's memory, we ask that you join us in recognizing a moment of silence. Thank you. Now that we ask that you remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. At this time, I'd like to draw
Good
your
afternoon
attention
and
to
welcome
the
back to high school football playoff action brought to you by Nodak Mutual Insurance. As we said, we got a great game coming up for you. Shanley Deacons versus Central Cass Squirrels. EDC matchup. These two teams met 3 weeks ago. Shanley prevailed 20-6, but it was close as Central Cass really got going towards the end. Wyatt, what are some key factors in today's game?
You know, for Central Cass, they really got to get Grady Bresnahan the ball. He is their big playmaker on offense. Hopefully, he can get the ball and put some points up on the board and try and come away with a win for the Central Cass Squirrels.
Grady Bresnahan came in relief of Jack Morris at quarterback last time these two teams met. Morris wasn't able to get much going, but Bresnahan used his legs and a surprisingly good arm to really get this Central Cass team going. Shanley has got to be prepared to take on both QBs. We're going to have the starting lineups for both teams coming up.
Elizabeth Erickson and Grace Noah. Now for the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Central Cass Squirrels and their starting defense.
All right, we got starting lineups for this Central Cass
Starting at defensive
defense.
end, number 75, Hunter Saul.
Starting at defensive end at number 75, Hunter Saul. He's a senior.
Starting at the other defensive end, number 17, Dylan Dooley.
Starting at the other defensive end, number 17, Dylan Dooley.
Starting at defensive tackle, number 72, Dylan Knudsen.
At defensive tackle, number 72, Dylan Knudsen. He is a senior.
Starting at the other defensive tackle, number 74, Devin Raisler.
Devin Resler, that's the other defensive tackle, number
Starting at
74. He's a
linebacker,
senior.
number 32, Riley Coleman.
At linebacker, number 32, Riley Coleman, another
Starting
senior.
at linebacker, number 23, Wade Berg.
Another linebacker, number 23, Wade Berg.
Starting at linebacker, number 7, Chandler Hirsch.
Linebacker again, number 7, Chandler Hirsch. He's a senior.
Starting at free safety, number 4, Nate Volk.
At free safety, number 4, Nate Volk, a senior as well.
Starting at corner, number 3, Grady Bresnahan.
At corner, number 3, Grady Bresnahan, another one of these deep
Starting at the other
seniors.
corner, number 9, Drew Roden.
And at the other corner, number 9, Drew Roden.
And starting at strong safety, number 6, Andrew Yockey.
And at strong safety, number 6, Andrew Yonke. This Squirrels defense, very senior heavy, very capable. We got Shanley coming up for you now.
And now for the starting
And the
lineup
starters for
the
your Shanley Deacons offense.
Starting at tight end, a junior number 21.
Starting at a tight end, a junior number 21, Justin DeKaiser.
Starting at the other tight end, a sophomore number 81, Jake Cava.
Starting at another tight end, a sophomore number 81, Jake Cava.
Starting at left tackle, a senior number 72, Bruce.
Starting at left tackle, a senior number 72, Bruce Miserow.
Starting at left guard, a senior number 51, Kevin
Starting at left
Wolf.
guard, a senior number 51, Kevin Wolf.
Starting at center, a senior number 71.
Starting at
Mitchell
center, a
Alexander.
senior number 71, Mitchell Alexander.
Starting at right guard, a senior number 54.
Starting at
Mason
right guard, a
Oster.
senior number 54, Mason Ostern.
Starting at right tackle, a senior number 75.
Starting at
Lane
right tackle,
Hallock.
a senior number 75, Lane Hallock.
Starting at running back, a junior number 32, Colby
Starting at running back, a
Johnson.
junior number 32, Colby Johnson.
Starting at running back, a sophomore number 25, Josh Johnson.
Starting at running back, a sophomore number 25, Josh
Starting
Johnson.
at fullback, a junior number 6, Matt Bird.
Starting at fullback, a junior number 6, Matt
And
Bird.
quarterback for the Deacons, a senior number 10.
And rounding out your Shanley offense is a senior quarterback, number 10, Brevin Lancaster.
There are your starting lineups for this afternoon's game. The Squirrels will be starting on defense as Shanley will receive. We've got some players to watch coming for you now. Wyatt, who are some of the key players in today's
You know,
game?
some of these are Grady Bresnahan, Chandler Hirsch, Devin Rosler, Jack Morris, and Dylan Knudsen. And the big one there is going to be Grady Bresnahan. He is really the athlete on the team. In the previous matchup between these two teams, he came in relief of Jack Morris, was able to use his legs and provide a spark that Central Cass team really needed. So look for him to be a big part in this Central Cass offense today. And for the other side, Brevin Lancaster, Devin Kleiman, Tom Erie, Matt Bird, and Jake Cava. The big one there is going to be Matt Bird. He is the power running back. If they get the ball going and if they get Bird the ball a lot, Shanley's going to do great today.
Kickoff coming for you in just a few seconds here. Shanley will receive something they don't do often. They usually prefer to defer, although having lost the coin toss here, they will receive to start this game. Back deep to return for the Deacons, we've got Tom Erie, Devin Kleiman, and Haley Buckles. Haley Buckles has taken a kickoff to the house. He did that in the first game of the season against St. Mary's. All those three very dangerous. Kicking off here will be Dominic Spooner for Central Cass.
For the football game to begin. Here we go.
It's a beautiful day for football, ladies and gentlemen, here at Sid Cichy Stadium. And we are underway. There's the opening kickoff. It's a short one. Buckles bobbles it, but he gets it up off the ground, brings it out to his right. He's under pressure, but he turns the corner and is brought down there. Good coverage. Nate Kamen on the tackle.
Good job by Kamen there. Buckles bobbles the kickoff. He tries to get around the edge. Kamen comes around, cuts him down, not letting Buckles get around the edge. Good job by the Central Cass kickoff team.
Very hard to contain Haley Buckles. So fast, so dangerous back there. But now we're going to get our first look here at the Shanley Deacon offense. We got a full house formation for the Deacons. Brevin Lancaster under center. The fake, it's a play-action pass. Lancaster has time, Buckles downfield, but he overthrows him. Bresnahan almost made the play on the ball.
Bresnahan was right there in coverage. Lucky for Lancaster, he overthrows him, or else Bresnahan might have come up with a pick there. Good job by Bresnahan. Great coverage.
Interesting choice by the Deacons to pass there. Usually rely so heavily on the run game. However, look for that play-action pass to be a big weapon by the Deacons today. Deacons come out again, 2nd and 10, right around their own 18-yard line. I formation. Handoff goes Bird, who brings it up the right side. He makes a move and is brought down there. Tackled by number 7, Chandler Hirsch, but that's going to be enough for a first down. Good play by Bird.
Let's take this replay. Big number 75, Lane Halleck, just pounds down on the defensive lineman, opening up a big hole for Matt Bird, able to get a good gain for the Deacons.
That'll make it 1st and 10 for the Deacons at their own 34-yard line. Come out in I formation again. There's the handoff to Bird again. This time he's not going to get as far as he's wrapped up by a couple of Central Cass defenders.
Central Cass able to pile up Matt Bird there on the run. Brought down by a host of squirrels.
Second and 10 now for the Deacons. 2nd and 6, rather. I formation, Kleiman split out to the left. Handoff is to Bird again. Powers up and brought down there. That tackle from Dylan Knutson. Bird going to get 2, maybe 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 2. Bird already taken the ball 3 times. All look to be pretty similar plays. Gonna see a lot of that. Deacons in full house formation. A little bit of misdirection. Handoff goes Johnson, and I don't think he got there. Josh Johnson tries to make the play, but looks to be brought down early.
Looks like it's going to be short of the first down. Good job by the Central Cass defense, really coming out and establishing their defensive line, able to hold the Deacons to a 4th down.
So they're about a yard short here at their own 38. Or 48, rather. 4th and 1 for the... Oh, hold on. We got to stop and play. Looks like the officials may bring out the chains. Got 9:50 to go here in the first quarter.
Officials timeout for a measurement. Looks to be about half a yard short. We'll check here on this measurement.
It's going to be close. We'll wait for the official signal, and it is short. So it's 4th and short now for the Deacons, right around their own 43-yard line.
Deacons come up just inches short of that first down. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Central Cass right now doing a good job of slowing the Shanley run game, not letting them get too many big gains. But here we go now, 4th and 1, big play early. Deacons line up in I formation. Handoff goes Bird, he powers forward, and he busts through some tackles, and he is brought down. He's got the first down and more. Great play by Matt Bird.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Bird just powers through that defensive line, able to keep his feet moving, pick up the first down for the Deacons. Good job by Bird. That is what you will see out of Matthew Bird all day for the Deacons. Keeping his feet moving, getting those hard yards for the Deacons.
Volk finally made the tackle at the end of that one, but Matt Bird just so hard to wrap up on. So Deacons come out now with doubles formation, Lancaster under shotgun. He's going to run with that one, and he is brought down hard. Great play by Devin Ressler. Lancaster had nowhere to go. Look at that. Devin Ressler just blows through the Shanley line and makes a great play. That's going to be a tackle for a loss, making it 2nd and 12 for the Deacons. 9 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. Trips left, flanker right for the Deacons. Lancaster drops back to pass, pressure coming. He dumps it off to Bird, who's got some space on the right side and is finally brought down, but not before stumbling forward for a few more yards. Good tackle from Hirsch there, but Bird makes a great play here.
Let's take a look at this replay. Bird able to set up the screen. Joe Hagstrom and Ty Sandee get great blocks, sealing the edge for Matt Bird. A lot of green in front of him. Gets a first down for the Deacons.
Well, the Deacons continue to rumble along here, getting some good first downs, but you got to be impressed with the penetration that the Squirrels are getting right now. 3 receivers left, 1 right, as Lancaster will drop back to pass again. He fires to Erie, but throws off target. Erie had good coverage on him, but Lancaster just couldn't really put the ball in the right area. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Deacons at the Central Cass 31. Deacons line up in I formation. Lancaster under center with Johnson and Bird in the backfield. Handoff goes Bird up the right side, and he gets a nice gain of about 5 there before being brought down by Kamas.
Good job by Tate Kamas there on that play. Going low on Matt Bird, able to flip him there for just a short gain. Brings up 3rd down for the Deacons.
So 3rd and 4 for Shanley now. 8 minutes to go in our first quarter. Still no score. Lancaster fakes the handoff, calls his own number, powers forward, and he's got the first down as he goes to about the 20-yard line.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Lancaster able to get the edge, able to get a first down for the Deacons. Good job by using that fake to Matt Bird to his advantage, picking up the first down for the Deacons.
Timeout now on the field. That'll be taken by Central Cass. We would like to thank our sponsors here, Nodak Mutual Insurance, bringing today's game in high definition for you. That's Nodak Mutual Insurance, agents with answers. We'd also like to thank the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletes to a higher level. We would not be broadcasting today without both these sponsors, so we would like to give them a great thanks. So that timeout taken by Central Cass, you know, their defense has shown flashes, but they just can't put together a good string of stops. What do the Squirrels have to do to slow down this Deacon attack?
Yeah, Shanley is really starting to build some momentum. Central Cass gets the third down stops to bring up fourth down, but Shanley finds a way to get those first downs. Central Cass just has to be mentally strong, able to fill their gaps and hold the Deacons.
So the Deacons come out in I formation with 1st and 10 at the 19. Handoff goes Bird. He runs it up the middle, makes a couple men miss, and is finally brought down there by Volk. Good play from Matt Bird powering forward.
Let's take a look at this replay. Great job today so far by the offensive line. Able to bust open some holes for Matt Bird, able to get a good gain close to a first down for the Deacons.
They'll make it 2nd and 1 now for Shanley. 7:20 to go in the first quarter. I formation once again. Seen this a lot out of the Deacons. And movement on the line. That's going to be a false start. Looks like Mason Ostern jumped there.
Yeah, with these big playoff games, it's win or go home, and unfortunately, these mental penalties will hurt you, and they will be very critical for both teams today.
Yeah, in close, important games like this, you just can't make mistakes like that. It'll back the Deacons up 5 yards to make it 2nd and 6 now. Definitely manageable, but not what you want early on. It's a play-action pass. Lancaster has Cava in the end zone. Touchdown, Deacons.
Yeah, let's take a look at this replay here. Lancaster drops back to pass. He's able to find Cava on the corner. Here it is. Oh, I guess not. He's able to find Cava on the corner route, wide open in the end zone. Great throw by Lancaster to drop it in the bread basket right for Cava. Good job by both guys on that play.
We apologize for those technical difficulties, but nonetheless a great play from the Deacons. That play-action pass, very effective for them. Reinholtz will attempt the PAT. He had 3 blocked kicks last week, something we haven't really seen out of him. Hopefully he's resolved those issues. And that kick is up and good for the Deacons to take the 7-0 lead. Well, that was an impressive drive from the Deacons, and now it's time for Central Cass to answer back. What do you do if you're Central Cass on offense to try to gain some ground against a stifling Deacon defense?
You know, you really got to get the ball to Grady Bresnahan. We've said that a lot, but he is their playmaker. He is their electric guy. He will score points for them. If you get him the ball, there will be production out of him. So look for the Squirrels to try and get the ball to Bresnahan.
All right, and it looks like we've got the replay from that touchdown. You know, the Deacons sell that fake so well. Cava is just wide open. Bresnahan tries to get there, but he was committed to the run, and Deacons end up pulling off a nice fake there. So now Deacons are going to kick off with the 7-0 lead. We got 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. It'll be Volk and Bresnahan back deep. Reinholtz will kick off.
Back deep for the Squirrels to receive the kickoff. Number 4, Nate Volk. Number 3, Grady Bresnahan. Jake Reinholtz will kick it away for the Deacons.
Deacons getting set to kick off now after a successful opening drive. Reinholtz will kick. Got to be careful with Grady Bresnahan back there. He can bust some plays wide open. 7 minutes to go in this opening quarter. There's the kick, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. That is going to be a flag, and that's going to move the ball up to around the 30. I think that'll be the 35-yard line for Central Cass.
Costly mistake by Jake Reinholtz there. You know, last week against Dickinson Trinity, he had some very impressive kickoffs, not allowing the Titans to get good returns. But unfortunately here, makes one mistake, and that'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard lines. Good field position for the Squirrels.
Yeah, uncharacteristic error by Reinholtz, but as we've mentioned, jitters in big games like this can cause a lot of mistakes. Hopefully those can be resolved, though, by the end. So here we go, getting our first look at this Central Cass offense. Doubles formation, and in at quarterback, it is Bresnahan. Bresnahan drops back to pass. He throws deep downfield. He's got Kamas, and it's caught. Kamas brings it down. He's at the 5. He's still on his feet, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. What an answer from Central Cass.
Wow. Let's take a look at this replay here. Bresnahan drops back to pass. Not a lot of rush by the defensive line as they don't want Bresnahan to get outside the pocket. He throws a strike to Kamas, just able to break tackles and go into the end zone for the Central Cass Squirrels. Great answer by the Central Cass Squirrels.
Are you kidding me? What a play by the Central Cass Squirrels. Bresnahan really does provide a spark for this offense, but that was crazy. So the Squirrels will come on to attempt the PAT after that crazy play. The Deacons obviously rattled after that, but wait, they're going to go for 2. Some bold moves being taken early here. Trips left flanker right, Bresnahan under shotgun. Pressure coming, he's going to run with it. He turns around, runs backwards, throws it, and it's tipped away by Jake Cava. He had a man open, but Cava was able to get his hand up there.
Yeah, good job by Kevin Wolf, able to string out Bresnahan there, not letting him get the edge. Bresnahan tries to circle back, but Jacob Cava is there for the knockdown. Good job by the defense.
Well, that'll make it 7-6 in favor of the Deacons. But boy, the momentum seems to be in favor of Central Cass after that. 6:45 to go in this opening quarter. To kick off will be Dominic Spooner. We would like to remind you that going on right now is the St. Mary's Beulah semifinal game. The winner of that will go to the championship game and play the winner of this game right now. We'll try to provide some updates for you regarding that. So after that crazy play, Central Cass is going to kick off to the Deacons. They'll have Erie, Kleiman, and Buckholz back deep to return. And as we said, it will be the senior Dominic Spooner to kick off. Spooner got a big leg. And there's the kick. That one low but far to Kleiman. Kleiman going to bring it out around the 10-yard line. Runs straight up the middle. Has some blockers, but brought down hard there around the 34-yard line. Good return by the Deacons.
Good job by Kleiman as he gets a good return. Able to get some blockers in front of him and just power his way out to the 34-yard line for the Deacons. Good field position for both teams there on these last 2 possessions.
Kleiman, the difference maker in all aspects of the game. Caught 2 touchdown passes last week against Trinity. Has 4 interceptions on the year, and as we saw there, has some good return skills. In an update from semifinal football, St. Mary's versus Central Cass, Beulah leads St. Mary's 7-0. Man in motion is Kleiman now. Lancaster drops back to pass. He tries to go to Bird, but that ball goes over his head. Tough break for the Deacons. We got 6:34 remaining now in this opening quarter. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Deacons at their own 34-yard line. Deacons come out in I formation. We've seen a lot of this already. Handoff goes Bird, and he is met immediately, but he's able to bounce off and bring that one up, but only for a gain of about 2.
Good job by Bird there, trying to make something out of nothing. He gets met early in the backfield, able to spin off that tackle, able to pick up a few yards, brings up 3rd down for the Deacons.
Good awareness there by the linebacker, Riley Coleman, not letting Bird bust anything after making the first tackler miss. So it's 3rd and 6 for the Deacons at their own 38. Lancaster in shotgun. He's got 1 receiver left, 1 right, and Bird joins him in the backfield. Lancaster looks to his left, goes deep to Kleiman. Kleiman has it, and he's streaking downfield as Bresnahan brings him down around the 16. Great play there from Kleiman.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Lancaster drops back to pass. Kleiman runs an excellent wheel route, able to get a step on Bresnahan. Lancaster drops it in the breadbasket, able to hit him in stride, able to get a good gain for the Deacons. That will bring them down to the 16-yard line. Good job by Lancaster and Kleiman on that play.
Lancaster had all the time in the world on that play. Just a great example of this Shanley line. Now Lancaster is going to call his own number. He breaks a tackle running up the left side before finally being brought down on the play. That is Hirsch on the tackle.
Chandler Hirsch on the stop for the Squirrels.
7-6 the lead for the Deacons. Already in the Central Cass red zone. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 6 now. I formation for the Deacons. Lancaster under center. Squirrels showing blitz. Handoff goes Bird up the right. He powers through before finally being brought down by Yankee. Good play from Matt Bird.
Take a look at this replay here. Once again, the line does a great job of busting open holes for Matthew Bird. Able to get to the second level, able to get down to the 40-yard line for the Deacons.
Late substitution from the Squirrels, almost got caught with 12 men. I formation again. Handoff Bird, this time on the left. Good penetration there from Dooley, and Bird isn't going to go too far.
Looks like a gain of 1 or 2 on that play. Good job by the Central Cass defense.
Second and goal for the Deacons now at the 3. Power I formation for the Deacons with big Bruce Misero in the backfield. He's usually at left tackle. Handoff goes Bird, who powers up the middle, and he's into the end zone for the Deacon touchdown. Shanley once again with the touchdown. They're going to
Let's take a look at this
lead.
replay. Bruce Misero and Colby Johnson leading up for Matt Bird, able to bust open the hole. Bird able to get in the end zone for the Deacons.
Shanley adds to their lead. It makes it 13-6. We're awaiting the PAT. Reinholtz has been great so far this year. However, we've mentioned his struggle with blocked kicks. Bird will snap. Kleiman will hold. Reinholtz is blocked again. And once again, Jake Reinholtz has a kick blocked, and I'm not sure what's going on right now.
It looks like that offensive line is giving up a lot of penetration to that Central Cass defensive line.
And I don't
able to get through and get their hands up and block those kicks.
And I don't know if Oxendahl needs to maybe make some personnel changes up front, but if Reinholtz can't get more height on his kicks, they may end up having to go for 2. So 13-6 the lead for Shanley. Central Cass, an amazing play to start their first offensive possession, ending up in a touchdown. They're going to try to duplicate that here as they are down 7.
Yes, it was a 65-yard strike from Bresnahan to Kamas for their first score of the game, able to get some points up on the board. That was the spark that they were looking for.
Great job by Kamas staying on his feet and breaking through tackles. So now the Deacons will come on to kick. It will be Jake Reinholtz. Bresnahan and Volk are back to return with 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Shanley gets set now for this kickoff. There's a kick from Reinholtz. It's a low squib down the middle. It's bobbled by Volk, but he picks it up around the 25. He's got some space before being brought down around the 38. Good opening field position for the Squirrels.
Yeah, Reinholtz not looking on his game today as the first kickoff went out of bounds, and that one just a little squibber. Maybe they're trying to keep the ball out of Bresnahan's hands.
Not sure what the strategy is, or maybe Reinholtz is just struggling, but nonetheless, they've got to figure out the problem. So the Squirrels come out on offense again. It's doubles formation. Bresnahan in shotgun with Volk in the backfield. Bresnahan takes a snap. Pressure coming from Misero. He runs it out to his left, makes a man miss before being brought down hard by Matt Bird.
Good job by the Shanley defensive line and linebackers, able to string out Bresnahan, able to let Matt Bird get there for the tackle and bring Bresnahan down for no gain. Looks like a loss of 1 on the play, maybe.
3:50 to go now in this first quarter. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 at the 38. Trips right, flanker left for the Squirrels. Bresnahan in shotgun again. Takes that one. He's got some time. He looks to his right. He throws downfield, but he overshoots Dooley. He had a wide open Dylan Dooley, but just put the ball too high.
Yeah, he was under pressure there from the Shanley defensive line, just overthrows Dooley, not able to pick up the completion.
And, you know, that's the thing about the Shanley defense. They're going to get pressure to the quarterback every play. So when you've got a guy like Bresnahan in there, it helps in the sense that they can try to buy some time and wait for the receivers to get open. It's 3rd and 10 now for the Squirrels. Trips right, flanker left. Volk and Bresnahan in the backfield. Volk is going to split out left. And so Bresnahan's alone. He steps up. He makes one man miss. Powers forward, and there's a first down. Grady Bresnahan does what he does best and uses his legs to gain the first down.
Let's take a look at this replay. As you can see, Bresnahan able to step up in the pocket, able to get a good gain for the Central Cass Squirrels. Taken down after he gets the first down. That is what Bresnahan can do. He will bring a new spark to this offense.
Kevin Wolf just about had him at the line of scrimmage, but Bresnahan uses his speed to escape. So it's 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line now. Trips left, flanker right. Man in motion is Kamas. They fake the handoff to Kamas. Bresnahan is just going to run it himself before being brought down for a gain of about 2 or 3. Not much there for the Squirrels. It'll
Good
be
job
Cava
by
in on the stop.
Cava able to bring him down for just a short gain of 2 on the play.
.230 to go in this first quarter. Bunch right. Lone receiver on the left is Roden. And it's Volk with the carry. Volk brings it up the right side, and he is stopped there around the 45. We got about 2 minutes to go now in this first quarter. Beulah continues to lead St. Mary's 7-0. In an update from semifinal play, they're in the second quarter now. We'll continue to keep you updated. So it's 3rd and 4 now for the Squirrels. Doubles formation, and now Volk splits out to the left. Bresnahan drops back, pressure coming, overthrows his receiver. And the Squirrels want a pass interference call, but they will not get one. So that brings up 4th down.
Once again, Bresnahan just overthrows his receiver. He had good protection in the pocket, just didn't execute on the throw.
So the Squirrels will punt to a very strong Shanley offense. Hunter Saul, the punter, climbing deep to return. Saul takes it, and it's a fake. And he is brought down hard. There's a turnover on downs. I'm not sure if that was a fake or if the bad snap forced him to just run with it. Either way, it's Shanley ball.
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Let's take a look at this replay. Bad snap. Hunter Saul decides to take it. Tom Erie comes up and just cuts his legs. Lucky for the Central Cass Squirrels, he was called down before the ball popped out. It will be holding on Central Cass. That penalty will be declined. It will be 1st down, Deacons.
Tough break for the Squirrels. Like we said, unclear whether that was a fake or designed fake or not. Either way, Deacons take over, and Central Cass's D really has to step up here because Shanley is rolling on offense. I formation now. Kleiman split out left. Now he's in motion. Goes out to the right now. Handoff goes Bird, who brings it up the right, but he's brought down hard by Dooley initially and then a few other Squirrel defenders.
Good job by Dooley. They're able to stop Bird for no gain on the play.
A minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Doubles formation for the Deacons. Lancaster under shotgun with Bird in the backfield. He takes a snap, he looks to his right, and he overthrows Erie. Looked to be some confusion between Lancaster and Erie there.
Lancaster had Erie open for a second there, just overthrows him.
Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. It's 3rd and 10 now as Central Cass's D is stepping up. A stop here would be huge. Kleiman out left, Erie out right. Lancaster drops back to pass. He's got a man downfield. It's Cava, and Cava has that one at the 30. Good play by Cava there, getting wide open before being brought down by Volk.
Once again, let's take a look at this replay. Lancaster drops back to pass. Cava runs an excellent route on that corner route. Lancaster able to find him in stride, able to pick up the first down for the Deacons.
Not what Central Cass needed at all, as they seem to have the Deacons offense figured out on those first 2 plays, but then just fall apart on 3rd down. And right now the Deacons passing attack is looking very strong. I formation for Shanley. Lancaster hands it off to Bird. Bird brings it forward and he charges his way up for a gain of 3 or 4. Clock winding down at about 25 seconds in this opening quarter. We'll see if the Deacons try to take a play here or if they'll just let the clock run out. Looks like the Deacons are just going to let time wind down here. And that will do it in the first quarter. At the end of one, the Deacons lead 13-6 over Central Cass. At the start of the second, Shanley will have the ball at the Central Cass 28-yard line after picking up a huge 3rd down. And right now, after some strong showing on offense from Central Cass, the Deacons have the ball back again, and they are powering forward once again. If you're the coach for Central Cass, what do you do right now to try to make an adjustment to stop Shanley's offense?
Shanley is a really heavy run team, but right now they are really dominating Central Cass with their passing game. Central Cass really needs to put a focus on that on that passing game, and hopefully they can fix up that secondary and get some stops for their defense.
And Shanley has such a strong offensive line. They just can't seem to get any pressure to Lancaster. He's got all the time in the world back there to make throws. So the Deacons come back out to address the ball. Central Cass as well. It is 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line for Shanley. I formation. Lancaster under center. Takes a snap, hands that one off to Josh Johnson. He brings that one up for a gain of 2 or 3 there. Central Cass tightening up on the run right now, not giving up too many big plays. So it'll bring up 3rd and 5 here. Squirrels really got to watch the pass attack right now. It's Deacons' 3rd drive of the game. They've scored touchdowns on the first 2. So 3rd and 5 now, Kleiman in motion. Lancaster fakes the handoff to Bird. He looks deep to Cava, who's got it for the touchdown. That is yet another Deacon touchdown here.
Once again, let's take a look at this replay. Lancaster fakes to Bird. He has Cava wide open on that great corner route. He finds him, able to get it into the end zone for 6 for the Deacons.
And this is not really what you see out of Shanley. They're just picking apart the Central Cass defense with the passing game. You know, Shanley's bread and butter is the power run, but, you know, whatever works, and right now it's the pass. So the Deacons are going to go for 2 here as Ryan Holtz is really struggling today. Or rather, sorry, they will go for the PAT. My apologies. It'll be Bird the snap, Kleiman to hold. There seemed to be some movement on the line, and there's another blocked kick. What is going on right now? The score will stay 19-6 as Central Cass blocks their 2nd straight PAT. And, you know, maybe Oxendahl should have gone for 2 there. I mean,
yeah, it looks like right now that offensive line for Shanley on those field goals is not getting what they want, as the Central Cass Squirrels are getting penetration and able to block those kicks.
and, you know, the Deacons have such a strong line, it's just very surprising to see that kind of penetration. We would like to take some time here to thank our sponsors. Today's semifinal playoff game on Shanley TV is presented in high definition by Nodak Mutual Insurance, Agents with Answers, and the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletes to a higher level. With that, Shanley will kick off. It'll be Bresnahan back deep to return, Volk right in front of him. Ryan Holtz to attempt the kickoff. He struggled with his first 2, putting the first one out of bounds and the second one just a squib up the middle.
Bresnahan, the deep man, has his own 5-yard line.
May want to think about moving some personnel up with how short some of these kicks have going. But, of course, you can't underestimate Ryan Holtz, as he can really send a ball deep when he's on his game. So Deacons lead 19-6 with 11:20 to go in the first half. And there's a kickoff from Ryan Holtz, and there's a good one. That goes right into the hands of Bresnahan, but he was in the end zone, so that will just be a touchback.
Good job by Reinholtz there. Able to get it in the end zone, not let Bresnahan take it out for a return.
Hopefully Ryan Holtz can build off of that good kick and get back on his game. So the Squirrels get the ball at their own 20-yard line. We've seen some really good offense out of them. It's just consistency that's the problem. Ended up turning the ball over on downs when they tried to pick up the first down on a fake punt. Bresnahan in shotgun. He hands that one off and brought down immediately there by Cava.
Jacob Cava on the tackle.
That's Volk with the carry. Looks to be gain of 1 or 2.
Good job by Cava reading the play, able to step up in the hole.
Cava leads his team in tackles. Great instincts. You know, he's only a sophomore, but he's playing like a senior right now. So it looks like that will end up being a gain of none. 2nd and 10 now for the Squirrels. 1 man out right, 1 out left. Bresnahan in shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left. He looks downfield, buys some time, and is brought down hard. That sack from Jake Cava.
Good job by, let's take a look at this replay here. Bresnahan fakes it. Kevin Wolf able to get pressure on Bresnahan. Gets out of Kevin Wolf's hands. Jacob Cava able to clean up for the Deacons.
You know, Bresnahan, he had some time. The pressure was good, but the coverage downfield was excellent. Just blanket coverage from Shanley, and Bresnahan has nowhere to go with the ball. So it's 3rd and 15 now. Central Cass backed up at their own 15-yard line. Doubles formation. It's Bresnahan and Volk in the backfield, but Volk will split outright, and now there's a flag. And it looks like a false start. So It'll be a delay of game, actually, as that clock ran out just before they got the snap off. So now it's 3rd and 20 for Central Cass at their own 10-yard line. The Deacons really tightening up, and Central Cass really making some critical errors.
Shanley looking to get a big stop here on defense, looking to get the ball back for their offense, get some more points up on the board.
Trips right, flanker left, Volk and Bresnahan in the backfield. Bresnahan throws that one to Kamas, but the pass just goes right into the ground. Very tough outing there for the Squirrels, and that is the last thing they needed. So 9:31 to go in this first half. And it will be Hunter Saul on to punt. Actually, changed that. It looks like Roden may be back there to punt. Not sure who that is. And that one just barely gets off, and it takes a Shanley bounce as Shanley is going to get the ball at the Squirrel 30-yard line. A very tough outing for Central Cass.
Yes, good job by the Shanley defense, able to hold strong on that long 3rd down, able to get great field position for their offense. Looking to put some more points up on the board.
And that was Braden Knutson with the punt. So Central Cass needs to do something because right now Shanley holds all the momentum. After a great first possession, which was just a one-play touchdown pass, Central Cass has really fallen apart. Lancaster under shotgun. It's a low snap. He throws to his left. Bresnahan with good coverage right into the hands of Kleiman, but it's dropped. But there's the flag. Looks like pass interference.
We'll see who it's on. Let's take a look at this replay. Lancaster drops back to pass. Bresnahan has good coverage, able to get just enough of the ball.
And I'm not sure what that flag is for. Bresnahan may have gotten a bit of jersey, but that didn't really look like a pass interference.
No, it looked like good solid coverage by Bresnahan.
So we'll wait on this one. The call is pass interference against the Squirrels, and boy, I don't really know if I'm seeing what the refs saw there.
Shanley definitely got away with that one. Let's take another look at this. Kleiman does a hitch and go route.
And you know, Bresnahan may have gotten a little jersey there, but you got to give him some contact. So tough break for the Squirrels. It'll be Erie to the right, Kleiman to the left as Shanley gets 1st and 10 at the 15. Another low snap. Lancaster looks to the Kaiser, but he overthrows him in the end zone.
Lancaster has had some pretty low snaps here on this drive. Hopefully they can get that figured out.
Usually not a big problem. That center, Mitchell Alexander, the senior, usually very good not only in blocking but also with the exchange. So Shanley comes on 2nd and 10 at the 15. It's Erie and Kleiman split out wide again. Lancaster keeps it himself, runs out to his right, and he's brought down. Great containment by Central Cass.
Take a look at this replay here. Lancaster fakes the bird, calls his own number. Not able to get the edge as Central Cass holds strong, able to bring him down for no gain. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Deacons.
Hirsch does a good job sealing the edge. 8:50 to go in the first half. Deacons lead is 19-6. So here we go, full house formation for the Deacons. 3rd and 10 at the 15. They fake the handoff, and Johnson's wide open. There's a touchdown. And this is getting out of hand. Central Cass has absolutely no coverage on these play-action passes.
Let's take a look at this replay. Johnson simply runs out of the backfield. No one covers him. Lancaster finds him as they were all concentrated on Cava as he caught those last 2 touchdowns. But great job by Lancaster, able to sell the fake to Cava, able to hit Johnson for the touchdown.
And now Shanley will go for 2 here, as Reinholz has had a lot of trouble in the place-kicking game, both this week and last. Very accurate, just all these blocks, and not really sure if he's putting the ball too low or if the line is letting guys get good penetration. It's a little bit of both, it seems, and Shanley hurries to the line now. It's a pitch out to Bird, and he brings it up into the end zone. There's a 2-point conversion. Shanley looked to have Central Cass confused there as they just rush to the line.
Great job by Shanley on that last drive, able to get that 3rd down conversion once again for the touchdown and able to pound that 2-point conversion in. Great job by Shanley. Looks like they might be running away with this one. We have to see. Let's see if Bresnahan can come back with another strike for this Central Cass offense.
So we're getting set here for Shanley to kick off. 8:25 to go in this second half, and we would like to take this time to thank our sponsors. Today's semifinal playoff game on Shanley TV is presented in high definition by Nodak Mutual Insurance, agents with answers, and the Shanley Athletic Club taking Deacon athletes to a higher level. So it'll be Bresnahan back to return once again, and it is still 7-0 Beulah in the second quarter in our other game today. We'll continue to keep you updated. So, as we said, it's Bresnahan back to return with Volk right in front of him, and it'll be Reinholz to kick off. He had a good one that went right into the end zone last time. We'll see if he can duplicate that success.
Bresnahan deep back at his own goal line. Let's see if Reinholz can get a good boot on this one.
He definitely wants to return it, but will he get the chance? Kicks up. It's another good one right into the end zone, and that went out the back of the end zone. Great kick from Reinholz.
Wow, great job by Reinholz there. Able to get a great big boot on that one, able to kick it out of the back of the end zone. No chance for return there for the Central Cass Squirrels.
So the Central Cass offense will take the field again, down 27-6. It's pretty much a must-score situation right now as they are getting run over on defense and really getting stifled on offense.
Yeah, the Shanley defense is really holding strong, only giving up that one big play on the first possession, able to get some good stops.
They allow 9.6 points per game. That leads the EDC and the entire state. Trips right, flanker left. In at quarterback is Morris in a change-up here. And that handoff goes to Volk, short gain. 8:15 to go in the first half. So Jack Morrison at quarterback. We saw Bresnahan was doing some good things with his feet. He had a great throw to start the game, but he's had a lot of trouble missing open receivers, and it looks like the Squirrels are going to go with the more experienced QB here.
Let's see if Morris can provide a spark for this offense. He's the more traditional drop-back passer, unlike Bresnahan, the scrambler, able to get some good yards.
There's a flag down on the field now, or rather a timeout on taken by Central Cass. Seemed to be some confusion with the play they were running there. That leaves them with one timeout in this opening half. So Jack Morris is in at quarterback. Now, he lacks the mobility of Grady Bresnahan, but he is more experienced and makes good decisions. So do you think Morris can provide this Central Cass offense with the spark they need?
You know, as I said before, he's a more traditional drop-back passer, stay in the pocket, not really a scrambler. And let's see if these wide receivers for Central Cass can get behind this defense. Hopefully Morris can hit them for a big gain and provide a spark that they really need right now.
Shanley, great coverage. That's provided by corner Tom Erie. He leads his team with 5 picks. He's the real shutdown #1 corner. They've also got freshman Haley Buckles and safety Devin Kleiman. In an update from AA semifinal football, Beulah leads St. Mary's 7-0 at the half. St. Mary's has won the last 2 state championships. We will keep you posted on developments there. So it's 2nd and 11, ball at the 19. Morris under shotgun, trips left, flanker right. It's a pitch out to Bresnahan, who brings it up the left side. He's got space, and he's brought down there for a gain of about 7 or 8. Good play by Bresnahan. We saw him play some QB, some wide receiver, and now running back. They'll bring up 3rd and 4 now. 7:25 to go in the first half. This is a big play for the Squirrels. They really need a first down, and they really need a score on this drive. So they got 3 men out right, 1 out left. Morris is alone in the backfield under shotgun. He's looking downfield. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle right through the hands of Nate Volk.
As you can see on this replay, the Shanley defensive line able to get pressure on Morris. Morris trying to step up in the pocket. Misero hits him, not able to hit his wide receiver, number 4, Nate Volk, for the completion. Good job by the Shanley defense holding strong on this short 4th down.
Shanley really just dominating all aspects of today's game. So punting will be Braden Knutson now. It's a good one right to about the 45, but it takes a bounce and will stay there. So 6:57 to go. Deacons ball at the Central Cass 46. So the Squirrels need a stop. There's no question about that. But what do they do to stop a Shanley team that's having success on the ground and in the air?
You know, Shanley really hasn't shown this air attack much this year, and really surprised Central Cass.
So it's a full house formation with Lancaster under center. Hands it off to Bird up the right. Bird powers through, and that's going to be close to a first down. Squirrels just aren't doing anything on defense right now.
Shanley is running all over him. They are throwing all over him. They can call whatever play they want. They can execute it perfectly. They can just do whatever they want right now, and that's really showing on the scoreboard here.
It is, as Shanley leads 27-6. Power I now for the Deacons. Handoff goes Bird. Up the middle, he will not get much there. Looks like he pushed his way to a first down. We'll see where he is spotted as the refs will decide when forward momentum ended. Referee is going to call for an official measurement here. Deacons don't seem too happy with the spot. And it will be a timeout to bring the chain gang on the field. 6:18 to go in the first half. First and 10 for the, or potentially first and 10 for the Deacons, rather. We will see. And it's a first down for Shanley. So first and 10 for the Deacons at the 35-yard line.
After the measurement, a first down for Shanley. So they get a fresh set of downs at the 35-yard line, leading 27-6.
Power I once again.
6:10 left here in the first half. Under center is Lancaster.
Handoff goes Bird up the right, and he is brought down for not much of a gain there.
Looks like maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Now, substitution for the Deacons. Looks to be a little bit of confusion. Hagstrom and Cava will come off as Buckles and Johnson come on. 2nd and 9, ball at the 34. 5:35 to go here in the first half. Full house formation, Lancaster under center. Play action pass, Lancaster has time, being chased, throws downfield and overthrows Buckles. That ball just goes a little too high for him. Good coverage from Roden.
Good coverage there from Roden on that last play. Lancaster escapes the pocket. Roden right on Buckles. Lancaster makes a smart decision overthrowing him so that ball isn't picked off. Good job by Lancaster.
Yeah, with the 27-6 lead, the biggest thing, don't want to turn the ball over. So 3rd and 9 now. Doubles formation for Shanley. Man in motion is Erie. Lancaster drops back to pass, pressure coming, he's got Bird, but Bird is brought down hard by the big man. Devin Wrestler just wrecks Bird there. Good play.
Let's take a look at this replay. Shanley trying to set up the screen. Wrestler reads the screen perfectly, able to bring Bird down for a short gain on the play.
So Deacons line up like they're going to go for it. 4th and 9, interesting decision. And Lancaster will punt it. That one not going too far, but it takes a good bounce. Deacons got to get to it. And what field position they just gave Central Cass. That is going to be tough to work with. Squirrels will get the ball at the 4-yard line as Erie with the heads-up play to down it.
Great job by Lancaster there, as it is a called punt, able to pin them down inside their own 5-yard line.
So about 5 minutes to go now in the second quarter. Jack Morris comes out at QB once again. Central Cass really just got to make something happen here if they want to stay in this one. One receiver out left, one out right. Bresnahan joins Morris, and there's movement on the line. Looks like a false start, and that is going to back Central Cass way up to their own goal line.
Looks like number 7, Chandler Hirsch, just barely flinched, and the back head referee just catches it, moving Central Cass back to their own 2-yard line. Tough break for the Squirrels.
Nothing is really going their way. They did make their first stop, really, of the game, forcing Shanley to punt for their first time all day. But now they've got very tough field position. Doubles formation now. Bresnahan joins Morris in the backfield. Morris under shotgun. Hands that one off to Bresnahan. Bresnahan with space up the left, and now he's running. He's got some speed, and he's brought down around the 23. Good play from Bresnahan.
Good job. Let's take a look at this replay here. Morris just simply hands it off to Bresnahan in the backfield. Bresnahan does the rest, able to make a man miss, able to get the Squirrels out of their own end zone and bring it out to the 25. Good job by Bresnahan.
5 minutes to go now in the second quarter. One man out left, one out right. Morris in shotgun. Handoff, Bresnahan again. He makes a man miss in the backfield, brings it up the right with space, and he's brought down hard by Tom Erie, but not before gaining 6 or 7 yards.
As you can see on the replay here, Bresnahan escapes Kevin Wolf, able to spin out. Brought down by Tom Erie, just short of a first down by the Squirrels.
Made a nice move at the end of that one to get a couple extra yards, so it'll be 2nd and 1. And Grady Bresnahan having some real nice success at running back. Doubles formation. Morris under shotgun. Hands off to Bresnahan again. Why not try it again? This time he is stopped early, however.
Doesn't look like a gain of anything on the play. Jacob Cava comes up and fills that hole hard for the Deacons. Stops Bresnahan in his tracks.
3rd and 1 now, 3:50 to go in the first half. Central Cass doesn't have too much of a power run game, so we'll see what they do in a short yardage situation. They come out with doubles formation once again, but Morris will move up, and he's just going to try to sneak that one forward. It's going to be close. It looks like the ball's on the ground. Shanley says they've got it, and it's Shanley ball. Just when Central Cass looked to be getting something going, they cough it up. And man, what a tough break for the Squirrels.
Costly mistake there for the Squirrels. Jack Morris tries the QB sneak, loses the ball. The ball picked up by number 25, Josh Johnson. Good job by the Shanley defense, holding strong, able to get the ball back for their offense with 3:27 left in the second quarter, looking to get some more points up on the board.
And I got to tell you, the Squirrels just look defeated right now. They're hanging their heads, and they just don't look too happy. And, you know, I wouldn't be either, but they got to stay in this one. They've just got to keep confidence. Lancaster drops back to pass. Pressure coming, and he's wrapped up and brought down. Nice play there from Kyle Peterson, who gave chase before Lancaster's wrapped up by Hunter Saul on the play.
Yeah, you saw on the replay there, Peterson able to get pressure on Lancaster, take him down for a sack.
We apologize. It looks like we're having some technical difficulties here. Well, we'll continue to call this one for you while we try to figure this one out. It's a full house formation for the Deacons. Handoff goes Bird up the middle. He's met immediately by Devin Ressler. Central Cass getting some momentum on defense here, and we've got our feedback, it looks like.
That will bring up 3rd and long for Shanley.
So 3rd and 17. The Squirrels finally getting something going on defense here. We apologize for that brief technical error, but it looks like we're up and running again and just in time for a big 3rd down. 2:19 to go now in this first half. Full house formation for the Deacons. Got to watch the play action pass. Lancaster under center. He pitches out to Bird. Bird with a head of steam up the left. He's brought down close to the first down.
4th down for the Deacons.
That'll be 4th and 9.
Good gain by Matt Bird there. Look for Shanley to try another one of those quick punts by Lancaster.
With 1:40 left in this opening quarter, though, you got to wonder if they may go for it. I mean, we've seen that Central Cass can't really do much on offense, and Shanley has had success passing, so we will see what the decision is. Shanley really letting this clock wind down, and I think they're going to burn a timeout here as the play clock runs down as well. 1:16 to go as the Deacons take a timeout. Going to mull over this decision. 27-6 the score. Nothing really going Central Cass's way. They have, on the bright side, stopped Shanley on their last 2 possessions, or at least brought them up to a 4th down. That's something they weren't really able to do so far in the game. But the real question is on offense, what can they do? I mean, they've got Morrison at QB, but can they rally down this much this early? So the Deacons come back onto the field as that timeout winds down. They line up like they're going to go for it, but we'll see what they actually do. Trips right, flanker left, Lancaster under shotgun. Bird joins him. And they are going to go for it. Lancaster looks downfield, and a good pass break up there. Great play by Yankee. Looked to maybe have his hands on the receiver a bit, but no call from the ref. So Central Cass takes over.
Good job by Yankee there, breaking up the pass, able to get a stop for this Central Cass defense as it was much needed. Hopefully their offense can get some points up on the board.
And you know, Wyatt, if they get a quick strike here, they would only be down by 14 or 13 points. So they can't really give up just yet as they are getting something going. Doubles formation, Morris in at shotgun. Bresnahan will split out to the left. Morris alone in the backfield. He throws to Bresnahan, who makes a good catch. Gain of about 4. Minute to go in the first half.
Taken down by Colby Johnson on that last play.
Central Cass has 1 timeout here. Got to watch the clock. Bresnahan splits out to the right this time. Morris alone. He throws. It's out to Yankee. Did he get it? Refs say no. That one was close. I thought Yankee got his hand under it, but he did have his back to us, so it looks like it may have just hit the ground there. That brings up 3rd and 4. Clock stops with 37 seconds to go. Morris back in this game after sitting out the first quarter. Central Cass couldn't get a lot done with Bresnahan in at QB. Morris showing some promise, but they got to get some continued success. Morris alone once again. He throws to Bresnahan, who's got the first down, but he runs into his own player. Bresnahan made a couple men miss, and he might have gotten more if he hadn't have collided with his own player.
Yeah, good route there by Bresnahan, as you can see on the screen. He gets the ball. Unfortunately, he runs into his own player, letting a Shanley defender come up and make the tackle on Bresnahan.
So it's 27-6, 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Looks like it's a timeout. Central Cass, that's their third and final timeout of this first half.
We would like to take this time to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Nodak Mutual Insurance and the Shanley Athletic Club. Without these generous sponsors, we would not be able to broadcast today, so a big thank you to them.
Another update from the St. Mary's Beulah game. Still 7-0. Beulah leading St. Mary's. Just beginning the second half.
Both those teams have really strong defenses, so we are not shocked at the low score there. Well, the Squirrels are getting a little something going here. Down 27-6. They've got no timeouts and 30 seconds to work with. A quick strike here could mean some good momentum. They will kick off to Shanley, though, to start the second half. First and 10 for Central Cass at the 48-yard line. Morris alone once again. He steps up, pressure coming, and it's picked off. It's Jake Cava with the interception as he brings it up the left side before being run out of bounds around the 28. That was the last thing the Squirrels needed.
As you can see here on the replay, Bruce Misero gets heavy pressure on Morris. Morris forced to throw early. Cava right there for the interception. And Morris is down on the field.
That tenacious pass rush effective once again. And now Jack Morris, who was really starting to provide a spark for Central Cass, is down. Everything goes wrong on that play. The interception, the injury. The Squirrels cannot catch a break. Deacons will have 21 seconds to work with around the 27-yard line. They've had trouble in the kicking game as Reinholtz has been ineffective for the most part, having a lot of blocked kicks.
Shanley also has 3 timeouts left, so look them to use those 3 timeouts to try and get some more points up on the board.
Morris is sitting up now. That's good to see.
Morris took a big hit from Misero on that last play.
And he is up on his feet. That is a good sign. Hopefully it's just a stinger and he can get up and come back in this one, but I don't know. He was down for a while there. Well, the Squirrels had some momentum. It looked like they could get back in this one, and then an interception, an injury to their quarterback. They have just got nothing going for them right now. That said, they have stopped the Deacons on Shanley's last 2 possessions. The defense has looked better in this late first half, so we'll see what they can do. Lancaster drops back to pass. He's got Erie. Erie makes a man miss. He's got space, and he's brought down inside the 10-yard line. 13 seconds left as the Deacons use their first of 3 timeouts.
As you can see here on the replay, Lancaster drops back to pass, hits Erie. Erie able to sidestep a man, able to get down close to the end zone for the Deacons. Deacons take a timeout, hopefully looking to put some more points up on the board before half.
Central Cass just cannot surrender another touchdown. A field goal at least would be better, but I mean, Shanley's passing game has been just deadly so far, and they have been especially effective inside the red zone. So the Squirrels are in a tough position. It is first and goal for the Deacons.
Ball on the 8-yard line for the Deacons.
Kleiman and Erie split out to the left and right, respectively. It'll be Lancaster under shotgun with Bird joining him. Here we go. There's a snap. Lancaster runs with it, pitches out to Bird, who makes a man miss and is into the end zone. Touchdown, Deacons.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Lancaster uses the option to Bird. Oh, looks like there's a flag on the play as well. Uses the option to Bird.
And hold on here, as it looks like this could be a hold. We're not sure.
8 seconds left.
It's against Shanley, and it looks like
chop block.
A huge call as it saves a touchdown. That chop block very costly for the Deacons, and Central Cass is going to get another shot.
That brings the ball out to the 24-yard line.
8 seconds to go. Shanley has 2 timeouts to work with. Central Cass with a little prevent D here. As long as they don't surrender the touchdown, they can maybe just let this clock wind down before the Deacons can do anything. Lancaster drops back to pass. He looks to his left. He hits Buckles, who makes a great catch and is brought down around the 5-yard line. Clock at 2 seconds. Oxendahl got the timeout called in time. Here's the question. Do you send Reinholtz in to kick, who struggled all day, or do you go for it? And it looks like Reinholtz comes out onto the field.
Great catch by Buckholtz there, laying out, able to make the grab, bring the Deacons within field goal range. Timeout Shanley.
So 2 seconds to go. They have Reinholtz on, but that does not mean that they're going to go for it. We have seen fake field goal attempts before, and not only have we seen him do it, but we've seen him be very effective.
We'll get one more chance to extend this 27-6 lead. Coming up again, our halftime show brought to you by Fargo.
If Central Cass can hold Shanley scoreless, or even to a field goal, that would be great for them, as they are trailing 27-6. So the Deacons come out in field goal formation.
Central Cass will get the ball to start this second half.
Kleiman to hold, Bird the snap, Reinholtz to kick. They will go for it. That one's up, and it's good. Reinholtz connects after having 2 blocked PATs. And that will mean a 30-6 lead for the Deacons going into half.
Great job sealing up that line there on that kick for the Deacons, not letting penetration through, able to get that field goal.
Well, Central Cass trails 30-6. They've gotten limited success on defense and really can't seem to get anything going on offense. Jack Morris is hurt. The team is down by a large margin. What do you do if you're the Central Cass coach? What do you tell your kids, and how do you make an adjustment to try to get back in this one?
You know, there's still a half left of football, and you got Bresnahan. He is really a playmaker for the Central Cass team. Hopefully he can provide a spark for them.
Central Cass came back from a 20-0 deficit versus Valley City last week to pull off the huge upset and get where they are. It was their first playoff win in 35 years. And really, if you're the Squirrels, you cannot give up right now. You've made it this far. As we said, the first win in 35 years, they made the upset against Valley City. They fought back. And, you know, they just can't give up. They're led by a good core of seniors who provide some great leadership for this team. You know, you make a few adjustments, you get that defense to continue their success defending the run. You could be back in this one before you know it. We saw that great play to start Central Cass's first possession, the huge touchdown pass to Tate Kamas. It's all about getting some traction and getting in a groove.
Yeah, Central Cass really needs to find who they are in this second half. They really have not got anything going. And with Bresnahan, assuming he will be at quarterback, Jack Morris looks like he will be sitting out this second half. Bresnahan is really a playmaker. Hopefully he can get something going for the Central Cass offense.
Well, we are going to take a break here, and we will get back for second half action. You are watching high school playoff football on Shanley TV.
we have everybody's attention. Walking out to the field is our activities director, Michael Brecker. And the Roger Maris Celebrity Golf Tournament, along with the help of the Shanley Athletic Club, would like to present a check to Shanley Athletics of $35,000. The activities director, Michael Brecker. Let's have a big round of applause. I'd like to thank both Roger Maris Celebrity Golf and Shanley Athletic Club for their help. got another birthday today, folks. Right walking up your middle aisle. Our timekeeper and clockkeeper, Steve Schoens. Let's say happy birthday to Steve, 47 years old.
I read the number wrong. 7-0 fourth quarter.
Good afternoon and welcome back to high school football playoff action live on Shanley TV. Before we get going with some first half analysis, we would like to take some time to thank our sponsors in today's game. We'd like to thank Nodak Mutual Insurance, Agents with Answers, and the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletes to a higher level. As we've said before, these sponsors are crucial in us broadcasting, so we'd like to give them a huge thanks. Well, we saw a pretty dominant first half from Shanley. They came away with the 30-6 lead, but we also saw some good flashes from that Central Cass team. You know, we saw a couple of good stops on defense towards the end of the game, and, you know, we saw some flashes on offense, as in that first big passing touchdown to Tate Kamas, but what does Central Cass have to do to get back in this one and not just show a couple flashes?
You know, Bresnahan really has to take charge of this offense with Morris out now. He really has to do a good job of making good decisions, rolling out, scrambling, getting first downs when he needs to, and finding his open receivers. And on defense, they really need to shore up that secondary. Shanley is dominating them with the air attack right now, and hopefully they can shore up that defense and put some points up on the board.
And, you know, when these teams met just a few short weeks ago, it went a lot of the same way. Shanley very dominant in that first half, but then Central Cass came storming back in the second half. You know, it's very possible that they can do it again. Right now, the big thing is the battle of the trenches, and Shanley is winning that handily. We've seen especially out of Lane Hallock and Bruce Misero. On offense, they are just holding that pass rush at bay, but on defense is where they're really excelling. A lot of pressure coming to the quarterback.
Yeah, the Shanley D-line is composed of 4 senior starters: Bruce Misero, Mason Ostern, Lane Hallock, and those
Kevin Wolf.
And Kevin Wolf, sorry. And those guys are really a dominant force getting to the quarterback, rushing his throws, able to help his secondary out with them getting interceptions, and just really overall good play.
Yes, that front four, very dangerous. In an update from our other semifinal game, the Beulah Miners lead the St. Mary Saints 7-0 going into the fourth quarter. St. Mary's won their second straight AA championship last year against these Shanley Deacons. Right now, however, they are down in the fourth quarter. We'll keep you posted on that. We're just about ready to get underway. Central Cass will receive to start off. You know, as we said, that battle of the trench is very important. And, you know, some of the guys who we don't talk about as much but are just as important, those interior linemen on the offense, you know, Mitchell Alexander, Kevin Wolf, and Mason Ostern at the guard positions have been so dominant all season.
Yes, they have. And at this game, Mitchell has had a few low snaps, but overall, this season, he has been great. The Shanley offensive line, composed of 5 seniors, has really been a dominant force in this power run game. And when they need to throw the ball, they give Lancaster good protection all the time. So look for that to be a stronghold in this second half.
Just about ready to get going. Reinholtz will kick off. You know, Reinholtz had some struggles. He had 2 blocked extra point attempts, but he really seems to have gotten back in his groove. He had a kickoff go all the way out the back of the end zone, something you don't see too often in high school football. And then he hit that field goal to finish out the first half. Reinholtz appears to be back on his game, and everything seems to be going Shanley's way right now. So back to return, it looks like it's going to be Bresnahan and Volk.
They're deep at their own goal line.
Yeah, goal line, it looks like. Just about ready as Reinholtz is going to set the ball up now. Shanley's coverage has been pretty good so far. A couple of bad kicks gave Central Cass some pretty good field position early on, but Reinholtz has recovered nicely, and the coverage team is playing just like they have all season as they are shutting down the return game right now. Here we go. The Deacons lead this one 30-6. Central Cass needs to get something going here, and with this kick, we are underway. That goes all the way into the end zone as it will be a touchback. Bresnahan doesn't even have a chance to return it.
Great job by Reinholtz not allowing the speedy, quick Bresnahan to get a return on the kickoff, starting him out at their own 20-yard line.
Especially difficult to get that kind of distance in this cold weather. That ball gets rock hard, and it's very hard to try to get across the field. So coming on now is this Central Cass offense. In a very unfortunate turn of events, we saw Jack Morris get hurt at the end of the first half. He is on the sideline without a helmet right now. He is standing on his own power, but it doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. So Bresnahan comes in at QB. It's doubles formation. He's joined by Volk in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks out to his left. He steps up, pressure coming, runs forward, and brought down there by Austern. Not much, maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's what Bresnahan is really capable of. He is really good at scrambling, getting outside the pocket, getting first downs when he needs to. And Shanley, hopefully they're looking to put a spy on Bresnahan, able to keep him around inside the pocket, not get those big gains for the Squirrels.
Yeah, the benefit of a 4-4 defense like Shanley's is you can leave 1 or 2 linebackers in the middle of the field, and they can kind of work the zone, drop back into coverage, but they're also there to stop the mobile quarterbacks. A bunch left, 1 man out right. Bresnahan back to pass. He steps up, throws over the middle, and it goes into the hands of Roden, but it falls to the ground. And hold on here, there looks to be a flag. I think we might have a hold. Not sure, though. We'll wait for the official signal. Got 11-12 to go in this third quarter. Call looks to be against Central Cass. And here is the official signal. Yes, that is a hold against Central Cass. So that'll back the Squirrels up to the 10-yard line. Not really what they needed right now, but nonetheless, they will come out. It is 2nd and 7. And long now. Actually, after that penalty, it's going to be more like 2nd and 17. Bresnahan in shotgun. Receivers to his left and right. Takes a snap. He's got some time. Now here comes the pressure. Runs out to his right. He's got space. Tries to make a man miss and is run out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Decent gain, but that's still going to leave him very short of the first.
Yeah, as you can see there, Bresnahan is very quick and speedy. He's got good movement, able to get outside the pocket and get a
gain of about 10.
Yeah, gain of about 10 and a more capable first down for the Squirrels.
So 3rd and 9, it looks like. Ball on the 21. Bresnahan, he likes to use his feet, but he's got to be patient in the pocket. However, that's pretty hard to do against this Shanley D-line. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Bresnahan looks to his left, makes a man miss, throws, and it's picked up by Buckles. Haley Buckles running it down the far sideline into the end zone for the Deacon touchdown. There's a pick 6 from the freshman Buckles.
Great job by Buckles there. As you can see on the replay, Bresnahan gets flushed out of the pocket by Bruce Misero. Bresnahan tries to hit his open receiver. Buckholz steps in front of it, takes it to the house for 6. Good job by Buckholz.
Well, a very, very unfortunate play there for the Squirrels as they're down 36-6. A 30-point deficit in the third quarter. Things don't look too good right now. It'll be Ryan Holtz on to attempt the extra point. Bird snaps, Kleiman holds. There's a snap, it's a fake. Kleiman rolls out to his right. He throws to the open man, and it's Ryan Holtz. The kicker catches the pass for a 2-point conversion. Jake Reinholtz, how about that?
Wow, look at that replay. Kleiman yells fire. Reinholtz rolls out to the left. Kleiman able to find Reinholtz for the 2-point conversion in the end zone. Good job by Reinholtz.
Jake Reinholtz had a tough start to the day, but he has got to be feeling good after that.
What a play by the Shanley special teams.
38-6 the lead now. And man, is the momentum in favor of Shanley after that. You know, as the opposing team, it's never fun to watch the opposing kicker catch a pass for a 2-point conversion. And in an update from our other semifinal game, Beulah and St. Mary's are tied 7-7 midway through the fourth quarter. Good game shaping up over there. We'll keep you posted. In the action right here at Sid Cichy Stadium, we've got Volk and Bresnahan back deep to return. Reinholtz on the kick. The Squirrels are really just getting routed right now, down 38-6.
Bresnahan and Volk back deep to receive. Reinholtz will kick it away.
Reinholtz loads up. There's a kick. It's another great one. And that goes out the back of the end zone again. What a game Jake Reinholtz is having.
Wow. Reinholtz has a huge leg as he is a main part of the soccer team. That's how Shanley has really gotten good kickers over the past years from their soccer team. Able to recruit kids to come and kick for the full team, and it has really paid off for this special teams.
So the Squirrels offense takes the ball at the 20-yard line. Nothing going in their favor. Right now, they just want to get something going. Really try to avoid a turnover. Fakes the handoff, runs with it, wrapped up around the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now as Wolf came in on the stop there. Hirsch will come in now as Dooley will leave. 9:50 to go in this third quarter. One out left, one out right, and movement on the line. It's a false start. Yet another penalty for the Squirrels as they've been having a lot of trouble with those.
Some more costly mistakes by the Squirrels. In this game, it might not be that close, but those do hurt you. They push you back an extra 5 yards. That can be crucial.
You know, Central Cass came out with a red-hot start, a huge touchdown pass from Bresnahan to Kamas, and they have done really nothing since then. And, you know, I don't know if they need to start taking some shots downfield or what, but their current game plan certainly isn't working. Doubles formation in a play-action pass. Bresnahan has time. Kamas downfield, and it's picked up by Tom. Oh, wait a second. That ball pops out. Erie had it in his hands, but Kamas jarred it loose.
There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Take a look at this replay as we wait on that flag. Erie had great coverage, but Kamas, he got up there. Erie is just able to get in. Not too often you see the receiver have to pull the ball away from the defender.
We'll see what this flag is here.
Looks like it's going to be against Central Cass as they back up even further now. Things are just really not going well for the Squirrels right now. And, this is very surprising to see as they played Shanley in a pretty close game just a couple of weeks ago. But Shanley has been a juggernaut in this last half of the season and really all season, especially at home. Deacons not to be underestimated, that's for sure. So 2nd and 22 now. Doubles formation for the Squirrels. Bresnahan in the backfield with Hirsch. Referees waiting to set the ball, and there we go. Squirrels now come to the line. Hirsch in motion. Bresnahan alone back there. He steps up. Ostern wraps him up, but he makes Ostern miss, and now he's finally brought down. That's going to be Wolf in on the tackle. Good wrap up by Kevin Wolf.
Take a look at this replay here. Bresnahan steps up in the pocket. Ostern tries to wrap him up. Bresnahan just so slippery. Gets away. Gets a minimal gain for the Squirrels. Brings up 4th down.
4th and 18 for Central Cass. 8:30 to go in the 3rd. It'll be Saul on the punt. He was absent for a couple of punts, but he's back out there now. It's a good one. Bounces around the 40-yard line, but then takes a Deacon bounce. So that one's going to be down to around the 35-yard line. Shanley takes over with the 38-6 lead in Central Cass territory. Going to get our first look at the Shanley offense in this second half. So the Deacons come out now. They've got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Bird and Lancaster in the backfield. Lancaster looks to pass. He hits Erie in the flat, and Erie drops it. Uncharacteristic mistake from Tom Erie.
Yeah, Tom Erie, he caught it, bobbled it a little, tried to get upfield, just unfortunately slipped through his hands. Incomplete pass for the Deacons.
Yeah, it looked like he was thinking more about the run than hanging on to the ball there. 7:50 to go in the 3rd quarter now. Deacons lead. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be Trips left, flanker right once again. Lancaster to pass. He hits Kleiman. Kleiman moves forward before being brought down by Yonke. Good wrap up from Yonke. Gain of about 4 or 5.
That'll bring up a 3rd down on about 3 for the Deacons on this first drive of their second half.
Deacons coming out to the line now. Lancaster drops back to pass. He looks to Buckles, but grossly overthrows him there.
Yeah, Lancaster had pressure on him. Riley Coleman comes through the middle, puts pressure on Lancaster, overthrows Buckles.
Brings up 4th down, and we've got an update for you from that Beulah-St. Mary's game. Beulah leads St. Mary's 13-7 now with 3:56 to go in the game. We will continue to update you on that one. It's 4th and 4 for the Deacons. They will go for it. They got 1 man to the left, 1 to the right. Lancaster with another punt, and that flies out of bounds. We'll see if that went out of bounds in the end zone or not. Referee signals around the 3-yard line. Not sure. It was hard to tell, but that will be where the ball goes. Yet again, bad field position for the Squirrels.
Great punt by Lancaster.
So the Central Cass offense comes out now. They really haven't been able to do anything in this second half. Bresnahan threw a pick 6. Run game hasn't been able to get going. It's just been a lot of mistakes, taking a couple bad penalties. Now in at quarterback, they've got Jonah Lights. He is a freshman. We'll see what he can do. He hands off to Bresnahan. There's a flag on the field. We'll see what that is. It's a short gain for the Squirrels. Not sure who the penalty's on. We're going to wait to see what the officials say here. There's a flag in the middle of the field and one towards the far sideline. Referee picks up the flag on the far sideline. And this looks like another penalty against Central Cass. These have really hurt the Squirrels so far in the game. They took them early, and they've really taken them all game. And it's really put them out of position to do anything. So it looks to be a holding.
Looks like the refs called it a false start.
Or a false start, rather. So that'll back them up 5 yards, making it 1st and 15. Things just are really not going well for the Squirrels. So here we go. 1st and 15, Lights to pass. Pressure coming, ball's on the ground, who's got it? I think Lights got back on that one, and that's what the refs say.
Very fortunate for Central Cass.
You know, Jonah Lights, he's a really important part of this Central Cass team going ahead. He's only a freshman, but he's already 6'1", 175. You know, look for him in the coming years to be a big key to their game.
Yes.
5:25 to go in the third. 38-6, the lead. It is 2nd and 20 now. To the left, 1 to the right. Lights in shotgun. Hands it off to Bresnahan, who's got a big hole. Bird gives chase. What a tackle by Matt Bird. The shoestring stop. Great play.
Great job by Matt Bird on the play. Fill in the hole, able to get the shoestring tackle, able to bring Bresnahan down for a short gain.
In an update from 9-man football, Richland leads Shiloh Christian 20-14 with 8:11 left in the first half. Still no word on the Beulah St. Mary's game. We'll try to continue updating you there. It is still 13-7 is what we're being told. There's a flag as it looks like the clock wound down.
Another delay of game on the offense.
Potentially a false start. Not sure which one it is. Could be both. Nonetheless, things really are not going well for the Squirrels.
Half of the distance to the goal for the Squirrels. Ball at their own 3-yard line, pinned deep into their own territory.
So it does look like that was a delay game. It's 3rd and 20. Doubles formation. Lights drops back to pass. Looks to his left, and he's picked off by Johnson. Josh Johnson bringing that one up the middle. Man, things are falling apart for Central Cass. Looking at the replay here, Lights, he looks to his left, but he underthrows his man, puts the ball behind him. Josh Johnson in position to make a good play.
Nothing going right for this Central Cass team. Everything going right for the Shanley team.
That's Shanley's 3rd interception of the game. They've got one from Jake Cava, one from Haley Buckles, and now one from Josh Johnson. Deacons come out in full house formation as there's a late substitution. Bresnahan gets off the field just in time for Central Cass. Fake the handoff to Bird, play action. It's Johnson in the end zone, and there's the touchdown. Josh Johnson, just a few seconds after picking off Central Cass, gets into the end zone for the Deacon touchdown.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Same play as before. Johnson scores once again. Good job. Gets rewarded for his interception.
Seen that play out of the Deacons a lot, as Wyatt said. They just send a man out left on play action. Lancaster puts the ball low and on target where only Johnson can get it. So it'll be Ryan Holtz on to attempt the extra point. Got to watch out for a 2-point conversion. It's a kick, it's up, and it is true. Ryan Holtz improves upon his great day already. Deacons are fired up out there, and Central Cass not so much. That's very understandable here as things have gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, Central Cass not having any fire, just walking on and off the field. Unlike Shanley, Shanley's got a lot of pep in their step. They see the Central Cass team just starting to give up. Shanley just trying to keep the foot on the gas pedal and just keep rolling in this game. With 3:19 left to go in the third quarter, Shanley will kick off.
We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors. A big thank you to Nodak Mutual Insurance, who has made today's game possible, along with the Shanley Athletic Club. These two sponsors bring today's game to you, so a big thank you to them. Deacons lead at 45-6. If you will remember, in their quarterfinal, they won that one 41-7. Deacons are really turning out to be a juggernaut in this last part of the season, in the postseason especially. Volk and Bresnahan back to return. Squirrels really just seem to be going through the motions right now. It'll be Ryan Holtz to attempt kickoff. He's put 2 out the back of the end zone, and he's had multiple touchbacks today. As we mentioned, he had a rough start. He put a kick out of bounds. He squibbed one up the middle. He had 2 blocked extra points, but it has all been great since then. He caught himself a 2-point conversion, getting lots of touchbacks on the kickoffs. Very accurate on the extra points. He's doing it all. There's the kickoff. That one sails out of the back of the end zone again. Jake Reinholtz playing great. 3:19 left in this third quarter. Central Cass takes over at their own 20. They really haven't gotten past their 20 too much in this second half. They have just been stuck back right around the 15-yard line. A lot of penalties have set them back. Shanley's pressure, getting some sacks in there. It's just kind of, it's not really going their way right now.
Shanley's defense has been really stingy, already with 2 interceptions in this second half.
And there's a flag.
Another flag. Looks like it's going to be 12 men in the huddle on Central Cass. That will back them up once again.
And this is just surprising. You know, we've mentioned the game Shanley played against Central Cass a few weeks ago. Central Cass just did not have the kind of problems they're having today. They played a good game. They played a very error-free game. And now, I mean, they are just looking incapable of doing anything on either side of the ball.
Yeah, like you said before, it looks like Central Cass is just going through the motions. No one's really trying their hardest to try and get back in this game. They still have another full quarter left after this one.
So 1 receiver left, 2 right. Lights joined by a few men in the backfield. Handoff goes Bresnahan, who brings it up the left side. Bresnahan makes a couple men miss before being brought down by Tom Erie on the play.
Bresnahan trying to give a spark to this Central Cass offense, trying to bounce one outside, get a good gain for the Central Cass offense, but Tom Erie comes up with a good stop for the Deacons.
Central Cass had something going at the end of that first half on both offense and defense. It was really the injury to Jack Morris after that interception where everything seemed to kind of fall apart. Central Cass really just couldn't recover, and they aren't doing too much right now. to get back in it. Handoff goes Bresnahan on a draw. He makes some nice moves before being brought down by Bird and Cava. This will bring up 3rd and 5 now. It's been a while since the Squirrels' last first down. Could really use one here, a bit of a confidence booster. You know, the Squirrels, they've put stuff together. It's just, the problem has been consistency, you know, and you'd like to see them put together a couple nice plays. Handoff goes Bresnahan, and he's wrapped up and brought down. Good play by the Deacons.
Great job by Jacob Cava there. Getting penetration, taking down Bresnahan.
You know, Bresnahan has played a pretty good game so far. At quarterback, he made some nice plays, and at running back, you know, he's gotten a lot of positive yards. Central Cass right now, they're just being, Shanley's just playing a little more physical, and that's really been the big factor.
Yeah, and the penalties have really hurt Central Cass today.
Hunter Saul on the punt. Good punt from Saul. It's a low one. Takes a good bounce, though. Gets past the 50-yard line. And they'll down that at about the 45. Beulah still leads St. Mary's 13-7 late in the 4th quarter. We will continue to keep you updated there. Shanley, their offense takes the field again. Lancaster been very effective through the air. Bird is not out there, however. They look like they're going to give Bird a rest. Trips left flanker right for the Deacons. Colby Johnson joins Lancaster. Lancaster drops the snap, throws over the middle, and that one looks like it's batted down. Good play by the Central Cass defense. You know, one thing we've seen out of Central Cass so far in this second half is good pressure. Saw it at the end of the first, and they're continuing to put some pressure on Lancaster.
Yeah, Lancaster bobbled the snap on that one. The Squirrels able to get their hands up and knock that ball down. Good job by the Squirrels defense.
And we have got a final score from our other semifinal game as Beulah beat Bismarck St. Mary's 13-7. The two-time defending champs will not be back in the Dakota Bowl this year. Handoff goes Bird up the right side. He powers forward, stays on his feet. Thought Drew Roden had him, but Bird just chugs along. A great play from Matt Bird.
Yeah, see here on the replay, another good job by the offensive line, able to bust open the hole. Bird keeping his feet moving, getting those hard extra yards for the Deacons. Good job by Bird.
And with that, time's going to run out in the 3rd quarter as we are headed to the 4th. At the end of 3, the Deacons lead 45-6. So the Deacons, you know, obviously they've been in control so far for most of the game, but we've seen some bright spots, especially from the younger guys on this team. You know, you take a look at Jonah Lights, the freshman. He's shown some poise in at quarterback, and he will, as we said, be a big part of this Central Cass team in the future. Also, Braden Knutson, the running back and defensive back, has been on for a few stops, also showing some good punting. The thing about this Central Cass team, though, they rely so heavily on their seniors because this is a great senior class.
Yes, it is, and today Shanley has really had the upper hand. They got all the momentum there in that first half, putting all those points up on the board, stopping the Central Cass offense, and they just haven't stopped.
Thing you got to remember, though, Central Cass, had they not taken a couple of those early penalties, we saw what they could do with the deep ball to Kamas early. You know, without a couple of those errors they had early on, this could be a lot closer of a game. It'll be Lancaster under center, Bird and Johnson in the backfield.
Ball at the Squirrels' 40-yard line.
Fake the handoff to Bird. Lancaster brings it out to his left. He has space, and he's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Lancaster looked to be close to a first down. We'll see what the flag is. Shanley is backing up as if it's on them, but It will be a hold on Shanley. Deacons haven't had too many penalties taken today, but there's one late in this one. I'll back them up after what looked like a nice gain from Lancaster. 1st and 20.
State champions
Repeat first down.
lose today. And so there will be a new champion in Class 2A. Beulah awaiting the winner of this
It'll be a 1st and 12 for the Shanley Deacons at the Central Cass 48-yard line. Excuse me, 43-yard line.
Looks like that penalty will go into effect where Lancaster was downed. Not really sure about that one.
Lancaster under center, two backs.
Lancaster under center, I formation. Handoff goes Johnson. Johnson brings that one up the left side, but he coughs the ball up. Who's going to get there? It's Central Cass. The Squirrels with a great fumble recovery, and we'll see who that was. It looks like number 9, Drew Roden, the junior.
Yeah, you see here on the replay, Johnson takes the handoff. Central Cass just keeping him up. The ball pops out. Central Cass able to recover it.
And some good fortune for the Squirrels. Nice job knocking that ball loose, and an even better job by Roden getting to it. Drew Roden definitely going to be a big piece for Central Cass next year. Only a junior. He's really already playing at a high level as a junior this year. Doubles formation for the Squirrels. It's Bresnahan in at quarterback now. He throws downfield. He's got a man, but he overthrows him. It was Dylan Dooley on the sideline. Good coverage from Erie.
Good coverage there from Tom Erie, running down the sideline with Dooley step for step, not letting him get any separation. Bresnahan not able to hit him for the completion.
Dooley, a tough man to cover at 6'2", 200 pounds. He has speed that you wouldn't expect. They will miss him next year, both at wide receiver and defensive line, as he is a senior. So Light's got a couple of series before being replaced by Bresnahan. 10:39 to go in this game, and it's Bresnahan in at QB. He looks downfield. He's going to fire on what looks like the same play. Erie almost with the interception, but a good pass breakup. Bresnahan was looking for Tate Kamas, and you'll see on this replay it was very similar to the last play they ran. Tom Erie so good in man-to-man coverage. Good job breaking that up.
Yeah, Tom Erie gets his hands up, able to knock the ball away from Tate Kamas on that play. Good job by Erie in the secondary.
This Shanley defense playing very well. They allowed 7 points last week, and they've only allowed 6 so far in this one. Doubles formation, but Volk splits out to the left. It's 3rd and 10. Bresnahan looks, has time, throws over the middle, caught by Volk. Good play there by Bresnahan, finding the open man over the center.
Volk able to find the open spot in the defense. Bresnahan able to hit him for the first down. Good job by the Central Cass Squirrels.
Squirrels have had some success there using the man in motion, whether it's been Bresnahan or Volk. They've done a good job, whether they're running wheel routes or just using that man in motion to come back on the inside. 9:16 left in this one. Trips left flanker right. Bresnahan hands off to Hirsch. He's got space up the middle, and he is still on his feet before being brought down by Colby Johnson. Or Tom Erie, rather.
Good job by Hirsch, just able to keep his feet moving, get those tough yards for the Squirrels.
Clock running at 8:45. 1st and 2 for the Squirrels after a good run. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bresnahan alone in the backfield. Pressure coming from Misero. Bresnahan makes him miss. He's still running, and now he goes up the middle. Bresnahan charging forward. He dives all the way to the 5-yard line. Grady Bresnahan, the playmaker.
Yeah, take a look at this replay here. Misero comes off the corner. Bresnahan able to escape the pressure. Sees nothing downfield open. Able to step up in the pocket, get a good gain and a good first down for the Central Cass Squirrels.
That'll make it 1st and goal for Central Cass. They have not been in the red zone in a long time. But they are really putting some nice plays together here. Kudos to Central Cass here for not giving up on this one and fighting hard in the 4th quarter. Bresnahan, he's going to run with it. He gets a block from Volk. Bird tries to make the play, but Bresnahan's in for the touchdown. That's 6 for the Squirrels.
Good job by Bresnahan on that play. Able to shake off the tackle from Bird and able to get into the end zone for 6.
Not many people get by Matt Bird. He hits hard and he wraps up well. Great play from Bresnahan. Looks like the Squirrels will go for 2 here. Bresnahan joined by Volk, Hirsch, and Berg in the backfield. Bresnahan looks, and there's no one defending the right side as he just walks right in. Good awareness from Bresnahan. He didn't have anyone open on the left, so he used his legs to pick up 2.
Yeah, good job by Bresnahan just finding the open space and getting into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Deacons made an error there. They had nobody watching that side of the field. Textbook play from Central Cass there. They roll out 3 receivers to the left, no one open, so Bresnahan just walks it in on the right side. That's a mistake from Shanley you don't see too often. That makes the score 45-14 now. The winner of this one goes on to play Beulah in the Fargo Dome. We would like to thank our sponsor in today's game, Nodak Mutual Insurance, agents with answers. Thanks to Nodak Mutual Insurance, we are able to bring you today's game. Central Cass with a long huddle here before the kickoff.
Step back deep for the Deacons. Kleiman and Buckholtz. Looks like Buckholtz will move up to the 40-yard line for the Deacons. Preparing for an onside kick possibly.
Central Cass not showing onside, but would not be shocked to see one. Spooner loading up for the kick. He tries the onside. It's a good kick, but Shanley is right there as Colby Johnson takes that one. Onside kicks, so difficult to execute. You rarely see him successful at the NFL level, let alone here. And a good job from Spooner. You know, not many guys can get that much height and let the ball go only 10 yards downfield.
Yeah, and good job by the Shanley coverage team as they
get to that one quick. And we got a flag down here now. Been a lot of penalties in today's game. Looks like the call might be against the Deacons. Referees break from their huddle. We'll see what the call is.
Now the referee talking with the Shanley sidelines. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Both teams.
That is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams, so they will offset. Not sure what happened to cause that. Could have been some words exchanged on the field.
This game looking to get a little chippy out there as
both these teams have a lot on the line.
6:45 left to go in this game between Central Cass and Fargo Shanley.
Shanley offense led by Brevin Lancaster, who has 4 touchdown passes in today's game. Deacons come out in the power I.
He's got 3 backs behind him. Now another delay. Not sure what's the hold up here, but finally the referee says, all right, it's
1st and 10 for the Deacons at the 40-yard line. Lancaster under center. Handoff goes to Bird, who runs into his own man, but he bounces out to the right before being brought down there. It's a good play from Yankee and Dooley, who come in on the tackle for the Squirrels. So that's a gain of maybe 1. They will give him 2 yards there, so that makes it 2nd and 8. Deacons come out in the power I once again.
Lancaster under center.
6 minutes to go in this one.
5 on the shot clock.
Handoff. They fake the handoff to Bird. It's play action. Cava gets separation downfield. The pass just over his head. Good coverage from Drew Roden there. Stayed right on him.
Yeah, Lancaster, good fake to Bird there. Cava runs a good route. He's got good coverage on him. Just past the outstretched arms of Jacob Cava on that play.
The scoreboard may not show it, but Central Cass has made some really good adjustments to this Deacon offense. They haven't just been surrendering points like they did through most of the first half. A couple of errors deep in their own zone gave Shanley good field position, but when Shanley's had to drive it, Central Cass's defense has really stepped up and not allowed as many easy scores.
Yes, they've really kept their heads up in the second half and put forth a good effort to stop this Shanley offense.
Pitch goes to Bird, runs it out to the left. He's brought down there. Bird just powered forward, run out of bounds by Roden once again.
Let's take a
Roden
look
all
at this
over the
replay.
field.
Bird gets the edge,
And he,
gets a first down for the Deacons.
wow, Bird really drives forward there. Keeps his legs churning. .435 to go in this one. Full house formation for the Deacons. Play clock winding down. They fake the handoff. Lancaster run down by Saul, and he overthrows Johnson. Good penetration from Hunter Saul.
Lancaster had pressure on him from Saul, forcing Lancaster to throw the ball a little earlier than he would have liked to. Not able to connect with Johnson.
Hunter Saul has been really good so far in today's game. He's shored up some of the gaps on the inside, and you'll notice the Deacons have had to run to the outside a lot more than they normally do. And that's in large part thanks to the play of Hunter Saul. Full house formation for the Deacons. Play clock winding down. They barely get the play off. Handoff goes Bird. Powers forward through the pile and gets a gain of about 5 there, but there's a late flag.
Looks like it's going to be a late hit on number 72, Dylan Knutson.
3:30 left in this one. We'll wait for the official call, but yes, it does look like a potential late hit there. It will be a personal foul against Central Cass. Appears to be a late hit. That's just a penalty you don't really want to take this late in the game like this. Understandable. Central Cass eager to try to make the stop. Unfortunate for them with yet another penalty.
Brings the ball all the way up to the Central Cass 30-yard line.
Squirrels, they have a bend, don't break mentality, and like we said, while the scoreboard may not show it, they've done a good job of not getting it out on these drives. They don't just surrender big plays. They're making Shanley work for it right now.
Receiver left to receiver right, climbing to the right. 2 behind Lancaster under center. Snap, and the referees blow.
The referees blow the whistle there.
Timeout Shanley as the play clock was winding down.
Shanley having some trouble getting the plays off here. Most likely just trying to run the clock out here as much as they can, but don't want to be taking some penalties here. 3 minutes to go in the game now as Shanley takes a timeout.
That's not the end of the world. I realize that
Seen a lot of penalties from both teams, especially in this second half.
yeah, just 30, yeah. And then we'll do the post game.
We would like to take some time once again to thank our sponsor. Sponsor of today's game was Nodak Mutual Insurance Company, agents with answers.
You're not going to find a November afternoon a whole lot better than this one.
So the Deacons come back out now after that timeout. Had to burn one to save the delay of game. The man out right is Connor Smith. It's I formation. Handoff goes Bird as he powers through the middle. Good wrap-up, though, from Yankee. Andrew Yankee just saved what looked like it was going to be a touchdown. A shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Bird able to break that one for a big gain for the Deacons. Able to get it down to about the 15-yard line.
.240 left in this one. Deacons lead at 45-14. Same formation, one receiver out right, I formation, Lancaster under center. Handoff goes Bird up the middle. He muscles forward after a gain of about 3 or 4. And how about the extra dimension of blocking that Justin DeKaiser adds? You know, he came back last week against Dickinson Trinity and paved the way for Matt Bird to have another big game, and he's really doing it right now.
Yes, he's really been a force. He's like an extra tackle there on the offensive line. Being 6'3", 215, he's just a big body, able to move the defense the way that he wants to, and able to get some good blocks for the Shanley offense.
Josh Johnson comes into the game now as Matt Bird is finally going to get some relief. It's a pitch out to Johnson, brings it up the right side, and he gets past the 10. That's going to be a first down and a gain of about 7. Matt Bird comes off after really a great day, but Johnson has had quite the day of his own with a touchdown reception and an interception.
It's really been an overall good performance by the Shanley Deacon team. Everyone contributing, everyone doing their own part. Good job.
We've got 1:05 to go in the game. Ball on the 8, as it will be 3rd and 2. Johnson just short of the first down on that play. Handoff goes Johnson, and he's going to get stopped. I don't think he got there. Looks like no gain. Central Cass wants a flag after what could have been a late hit. 40 seconds to go now as Matt Bird comes back in for the Deacons. 4th and 2, looks like the Deacons will go for it.
Might just take a knee with 18 seconds left in this game.
And that does look like what they will do. Looks like it's going to be the last play of the game here. Lancaster takes the snap, takes the knee, and time winding down as that's going to do it in this one. The Shanley Deacons are going to their 2nd straight Dakota Bowl. After beating Dickinson Trinity 41-7, and now this 45-14 victory over Central Cass, Shanley is primed for a matchup with Beulah in what should shape up to be a great title game. You know, we had a good game of our own right here at Sid Cichy Stadium. It was a great start early for both teams as Shanley put together a nice drive, and then Central Cass answered right back with a huge touchdown pass, but in the end it was Shanley with more experience in these big games who was just able to keep their success while Central Cass just kind of had trouble with consistency.
Yeah, Shanley took the bull by the horns today. They did everything right. They did everything right. They executed all their plays when they needed to be executed. They stopped this Central Cass offense, and they came out with a big win today.
So how about that Beulah victory over St. Mary's? Now, Beulah defeated St. Mary's earlier in the season, but we knew it was going to be a good game. That is huge, as St. Mary's is the 2-time defending champion in the state. And there appears to be a big power shift going on out west as Beulah headed to their first title game in quite a while. Deacons today were led by Brevin Lancaster, the senior QB, 4 touchdown passes, and really, he just made throws all over the field. He made the throws that needed to be done. He executed really well and didn't make very many mistakes.
Yeah, overall, great game by the Shanley team, offense and defense, stopping Central Cass when they needed to, getting turnovers when they needed to, coming out with a huge win today, advancing to their second straight Dakota Bowl.
Tough loss here for Central Cass. This team made up of so many seniors. They've worked so hard for this after their first playoff victory since 1980, and you really just have to give them props for their performance today, hanging in there till the end. Tough loss, though, for the Squirrels. Both these teams, though, have some really bright futures ahead of them. On the Central Cass side of things, we saw promising play out of freshman QB Jonah Lights and freshman running back Braden Knutson. Next year, they're really going to be a force to be reckoned with guys like Drew Roden and Andrew Yonke returning. Shanley, we saw some real good play out of their young guys. How about Haley Buckles, the freshman corner, with that pick 6?
Yeah, Haley, he has really good instincts for just being a freshman. He read the quarterback's eyes. He stepped in front of the pass, able to use his speed, take that to the house for Shanley.
Josh Johnson, Tom Erie, Jake Cava, all three of those guys also are going to be huge for the Deacons. They're part of a very deep sophomore class. So, the Deacons are headed to their second straight title game, as we said. They'll take on Beulah. It should be a good one. We would like to thank you so much for watching, as we would like to say that we broke our record for viewership for a football game and any Shanley TV broadcast in general, hitting our peak of 198 viewers. We also like to take some time to thank our sponsor, Nodak Mutual Insurance, along with the Shanley Athletic Club. Without these two sponsors, today's broadcasts would not have been possible, so a huge thank you to them. A big thank you to our crew, Jamie Machenbacher running the camera, Gabe Thomas, our technical director, and Mrs. Mack, our advisor.
Yes, roll Mrs. Mack.
A big thank you to my partner, Wyatt Lyer, the senior, in his last football game. So happy to have him, and hopefully we will join you again later this year for some other great Shanley broadcasts. That will do it for us. From everyone here at Cichy Stadium, thank you for a great season.
The telecast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association.